Someone sent me a message saying, Hi, Caro, can you talk about resignation? I had a very hard time resigning from my previous job. Do people have a hard time resigning? Because in my profession, I've seen all sorts of resignation letters from a single line saying, I resign with immediate effect, and another one writing a whole page explaining why they have to leave. And it got me thinking, for someone to find it hard to leave, it might be because of two reasons. Number one, the environment is too good, and you feel by leaving, you are disappointing the people you are leaving behind, especially your bosses if they were nice. Number two, the environment was too toxic, and you just have that urge of leaving and burn bridges. You don't know how to resign without burning bridges. And today we'll be talking about the latter. How to resign from a toxic environment without burning bridges. I'll be giving you tips on things to do before you quit and also show you how to write a good resignation letter. A very warm welcome to you all. It's my hope that you're keeping well. My name is Caroline Joroge. If you're watching me for the very first time here on YouTube, I go by the name Caroline_the HR. Here we talk about job search, we talk about workplace and career growth. Please subscribe and share, and if you like this kind of content, please like by giving it a thumbs up. Things to do before you quit. Number one, make sure you have a plan. If you're in a toxic work environment, toxicity does not start overnight and the following day you feel like leaving. People endure for years and then they just quit without a plan. That is very wrong. It's very wrong to do that. If you're in a toxic environment, please start making a plan on how to live right now. Don't wait for things to get better. They'll never get better. They can only get worse. So you can make a plan by looking for another job. Start by working on your CV. I've done a series of videos on how to write a good CV. You can also save to start a business. But please start making a plan now. Don't wait to fall sick because of toxicity in that workplace for you to leave. Number two, come up with a budget. Let's say you're not able to look for a job when you're still working. Because looking for a job is a full-time job in itself. Because you have to work on your CV. You have to customize your CV for every job application you're making. So you find that most people are not able to seriously look for a job when they are still working. So what you do is come up with a budget and save an amount of money that can last you for at least 8 months. Yes, 8 months. And then you can resign and focus on job search. Two, if maybe you want to start a business, come up with a budget. See how much you need and then you can save that. And also save an extra amount that will last you for 8 months as you wait for your business to peak. Number three, save any work format that you may need, and also transfer any personal document in your work computer from there maybe to your emails. You see, in your next job, you may require some of the formats that you are using. Make sure you save that, and also don't leave your personal documents which you might need in your work computer. Number four, train someone. Yes, I know you can't wait to leave. I know you don't care about the person who will be doing that job after you leave. I also know you want to prove that you are doing a lot of work, but they never valued you. Fun fact, they know you do a lot of work, but they choose not to value you. Why? Because they're toxic. So, for the sake of the person who will be doing that job after you leave, that innocent person, please train someone. Just train someone. Number five, think about getting a counter offer. The moment you hand in that resignation letter, someone might approach you and promise you a pay rise. Please always remember the reason why you are leaving. Don't fall into that trap. Again, if they're giving you a pay rise, it means they knew your value, but they chose not to compensate you accordingly. So think about that counter offer in advance so that you can know what to say. Lastly, get the timing right and write the resignation letter. How do you write a resignation letter? Number one thing to note is that it should be brief. One paragraph is enough. That is not the place to vent. Don't vent all you about all the predicaments that you've had in that company in a resignation letter. You can discuss that with during the exit interview. So one, keep it brief. Two, offer notice. Make sure you give notice at least 30 days or as per the employment letter. If the employment letter says that you should give 30 days notice, please give 30 days notice to avoid paying in lieu of notice. Also, thank them for the time that you've been there. I know it might be hard because here we are talking about a toxic work environment. I know it can be hard, but it has not been all bad. So just thank them for the time that you've been there. And lastly, offer to assist during transition. Of course, you've been doing it, but put it down officially that you're willing to assist during the transition. I'm going to pin a sample resignation letter next so that you can see how you will write yours when the time comes. That's how a decent resignation letter should look like. Don't be tempted to burn bridges when you're leaving. I know it's hard, especially when you're dealing with a toxic work environment, but just try your best to live in good terms with everyone. You never know about tomorrow. You might be required to work with these same people, or you might apply for a job elsewhere and they call your previous company to do a background check. So just live in good terms with everyone. When you're called for an exit interview, you can mention a few things that you didn't like, but make sure you keep it as positive as possible. After all, you are leaving, so that is not the place to go and start bad mouthing someone. Be as professional as possible. Thank you so much for watching this video. uh, if you enjoyed watching it, if you're interested in such kind of career content, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Feel free to share, and also give me a suggestion on what you want me to talk about next. If you have a question, please engage me in the comment section below. Also, you can DM me in my other social media platforms: Instagram, Caroline_the HR, LinkedIn, Caroline Joroge. Please keep the conversation going. Thank you so much for your time. See you in the next one.